Good day, Ma'am Sumkad. Before we start this report or video report, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Maron Dave Guillermo Lapitan from sophomore to golf, and our topic in this video is the human rights violations in different countries. Uh, the first country is the China. So we will talk about the other violation after this first violation. So the first violation here is the freedom of expression in China. So before we start, I would like to tell or ask you, what is freedom of expression? So kung alam niyo na, sabihin ko. Freedom of expression, it is the right to express your opinion publicly without a fear of punishment. Meaning, ito yung karapatan mo daw na magsalita sa mga opinion mo publicly na walang karampatang parusa. But, merong but din daw. This is not guaranteed in every country. And freedom of speech has its limits. Ibig sabihin, itong freedom of expression is hindi siya naipapatupad sa ibang mga country. And ang freedom of expression daw is may limitasyon siya, tulad ng gossiping o mga marites, and gross words is also illegal. Yung mga pagsasabi ng mga masamang salita, mga yon, alam niyo na yon. And yung mga napapanood ng mga bata sa internet, social media, yung mga bad influence, ganun, yung mga may age restriction, pinagbabawal din. So, the history of freedom of expression. So, ano nga ba ang history o paano nagsimula ang freedom of expression na yan? Sabi dito, although the 1982 Constitution guarantees freedom of expression, the Chinese government often used the subversion of the state and the protection of the state secrets clauses in their law system to imprison those who criticize the government. Nagsimula daw ito is noong noong 1982, and ginawa daw nila tong freedom of expression para maprotektahan daw yung mga subversion of state nila, meaning yung mga yung about sa government, ganun, and to protect the state secrets, yung mga hindi kailangan malaman ng lahat ng tao, kasi meron namang ganun talaga. And ginawa ito kapag may lumabag sa rules na to, sa constitution na to, is mapaparusahan sila or makukulong, ma-imprison. And the cause of freedom of expression, sabi dito, ang cause of freedom of expression daw is the despite barriers to access to the means of publication and dangers inherent in publishing political news and information. Members of China's free speech elite are able to express concerns and criticism regarding the government with less fear of punishment than the average Chinese citizen. Nagsimula daw ang freedom of expression mula noong in-issue ng China na magkaroon ng free sila na i-express nila yung mga gusto nila, sabihin nila kung ano yung mga gusto nila, at yun, pinatupad ang freedom of expression daw dahil sa yun nga, gusto nilang protektahan yung mga dapat protektahan sa government nila, and yung mga nag-violate nun na nasosobrahan nila sa nasosobrahan na nila yung pag-express ng mga opinion nila, parang foul na ganun siguro. Yan, hindi sila natatakot nun dahil hindi ganun daw kabigat yung makukuha mong punishment. And sabi dito, this group is composed of senior government and Communist Party leaders, those with the patronage of such leaders, to a lesser extent academics and journalism professions. Yung grupo daw na gumawa nito, ito yung mga senior government sa China, ito yung mga leaders, mga patronage, and yung mga professionals sa mga academics and journalism. So yun, what is the effect of freedom of expression? So the effect of freedom of expression is it enables dialogue to build understanding, increase public knowledge, yung mga yun. Mas mabibuild natin yung mga understanding daw natin. So maganda yung naging effect ng freedom of expression in China. And naging naging maayos at hindi na over yung mga opinion ng mga tao doon, at napoprotektahan nila yung mga state power nila sa government. When we can freely exchange ideas and information, our knowledge improves, which benefits our community and societies. So yun, maganda pa rin yung epekto ng freedom of expression dahil nakakapag pa rin daw sila, nakapag-exchanging ideas, informations, and nag-i-improve daw yung knowledge nila, and hindi lang daw yun, is nakaka-benefit din daw ito sa community and society nila. Freedom of expression also enables us to question our government, which helps to keep them accountable. So yun, freedom of expression is pwede rin daw nating tanungin ang government, para nakakatulong din ito para maging accountable tayo sa government. So yun nga, as I was saying earlier, nasolve nila yung freedom of expression in China dahil nagagamit na nila yung ng tama yung mga opinion nila. Hindi na sila hindi na sila na overuse ng mga opinion nila, and wala na rin daw nag-gossip, and wala na rin nagsasalita ng mga gross words or mga bad words. Population in China is the ethnic and religious minority rights. So, China has been accused of human rights violation against ethnic religious minorities, particularly in Uyghurs in Xinjiang. Reports suggest mass detentions, forced labor, and cultural suppression. So the history is these violations have escalated in recent years with the Chinese government justifying its action as counterterrorism measures. So, itong violation daw to is tumagol daw siya ng mga ilang taon din sa with Chinese government. And kasalukuyan pa lang daw na inactionan dahil wala counter-terrorism daw yung expression nito. And the cause of Chinese government cites concerns about extremism and separatism as reason of its actions in Xinjiang. The Chinese government daw is marami daw concern about extremism and separatism for a reason sa mga action ng Xinjiang. For us to know, ang Xinjiang is sila yung na-accused sa ethnic and religious minority rights. So the effect of ethnic and religious minority rights is that the violation have caused immense suffering among Uyghurs and other minority group, disrupted their communities and strained international relations. So meaning yung cause daw or naging effect ng ethnic and religious minority rights is nagsasuffer na daw ng sobra yung mga Uyghurs. Ang mga Uyghurs as sila yung group sa may Xinjiang, and minority groups yon suffer din sila, disrupted their communities and strained international relations. And so how did ethnic and religious minority rights face this violation or solve? While China has largely denied these allegations, they faced condemnation from international community, and some countries have imposed sanctions, and there is ongoing pressure for independent investigation into the matter. So yon, habang yung China daw is nagde-deny sa mga allegations at face nila o hinarap nila yung mga community na naapektuhan ng ethnic and religious minority rights, and yung mga ibang country is ongoing pressure, but no matter what happened daw, naging independent naman daw sila sa investigation nila. So yun, that's all for the human rights violation in China. Thank you.
I'm Jennifer Mariano, and I will discuss the violation in Saudi Arabia. This is called human rights violations. The history in human rights violations is deeply rooted in patriarchal societies and dates back centuries. Women were often considered property, had limited legal rights, and were expected to conform to traditional gender roles. This meant that they were denied many basic freedoms, including the right to vote, own property, or pursue higher education. And we have causes of women rights violations. There are several underlying causes of women rights violations. We have patriarchy, cultural norms, lack of education, and economic inequality. Patriarchy, societal structures and beliefs that prioritize men's power and control over women, contribute significantly to gender-based discrimination. Cultural norms. Traditional customs and cultural norms can perpetuate gender inequality and restrict women's rights. Lack of educations. Limited access to education can perpetuate gender disparities, as educated women tend to have greater awareness of their rights and more likely to advocate for them. Economic inequality. Economic disparities can result in women being more vulnerable to exploitation and abuse, as they may have fewer resources to assert their rights. And we have effects of women rights violations. The effects of women rights violation are far-reaching and can impact individuals, families, communities, and entire societies. These effects include health consequences, economic disempowerment, violence and abuse, and lastly, social and political disempowerment. This is how to addressing or solve the violations in Saudi Arabia. In recent years, Saudi Arabia has taken steps to address some of these issues, such as granting women the right to drive in 2018. Women the right, however, there is still much progress needed to achieve gender
Freedom of expressions violations. Freedom of expression and dissent are fundamental human rights that have a long and complex history. The concept of free expression can be traced back to ancient Greece, where it was valued in democratic city-states like Athens. However, the modern understanding of these rights began to take shape during the Enlightenment in the 17th and 18th centuries. Philosophers like John Locke and Voltaire argued for the importance of free speech and the right dissent from established authorities. Violations of freedom of expression and dissent can have various causes. Authoritarian regimes. Governments with the authoritarian tendencies often suppress dissent and control the media to maintain power. Cultural and religious restrictions. Some societies restrict free expression due to cultural or religious norms. Fear unrest. Governments alter free speech to prevent social unrest or maintain stability. Corporate influence. Powerful corporations can limit dissent by controlling media and suppressing critical voices. Online harassment. The rise of the internet has also brought new challenges such as online harassment and censorship effects. Violation of these rights can have far-reaching consequences. Stifled innovation. Without the freedom to express ideas, societies can still innovation and progress. Repression. Individuals and groups can be repressed, leading human rights abuses. Creation of democracy. Freedom of expression is crucial for a functioning democracy. When it's violated, democracy can deteriorate. Social division. Suppression of dissent can lead to social division and unrest. Self-censorship. People may self-censor out of fear, limiting public discourse, addressing violations. Solving violation of freedom of expressions and dissent is a complex task that requires a multiple-pronged approach. Legal frameworks. Protecting these rights are essentials. Constitution and international agreements like the Universal Declaration of Human Rights can provide a basis for protection. Education, promote media literacy and civic education to help people critically assess information. Independent media, support and protect independent journalism to ensure diversity voices. International pressure, diplomatic pressure from other nations, international organizations, and civil society can encourage governments to respect these rights. Technological solutions, develop and use technologies that promote free expression while addressing issues like online harassment. Public awareness, encourage public awareness and activism to defend these rights. Judicial independence, ensure an independent judiciary that can protect these rights and adjudicate disputes. Solving violations of freedom of expression and dissent is an ongoing process that requires vigilance and commitment from government, civil society, individuals. It often involves a delicate balance between safeguarding these rights and addressing the legitimate concerns of security and social cohesion.
My name is Jean Aaron Fabiala. Country number 3, Russia. Violation 1. Freedom of assembly and political participation. Russia has faced allegations of suppressing freedom of assembly and political participations, including through the arrest of opposition figures and limitation on protest. Freedom of assembly in Russia is granted by Article number 31 of the Constitution adopted in 1993, where it states that citizens of the Russian Federation shall have the right to gather peacefully without weapons and to hold meetings, rallies, demonstrations, marches, and pickets. In practice, the right to freedom of assembly is restricted by Russian authorities. According to a Russian law introduced in 2014, a fine or detention of up to 15 days may be given for holding a demonstration without the permission of authorities, and prison sentences of up to 5 years may be given for these breaches. Single-person pickets have resulted in fines and a 3-year prison sentence. History. These violations have become more pronounced in recent years, particularly with protests against the government. Cause. The government argues that these measures are necessary to maintain order and prevent destabilizations. Effect. These violations have limited citizens' ability to engage in peaceful political activism. Addressing the violation. Russia has faced international criticisms for these actions, but progress in addressing them has been limited. There are ongoing calls for greater political freedom.
Human rights violation in Russia. Russia has faced criticism for its experiencing discrimination of LGBTQ+ individuals, including laws restricting propaganda of non-traditional sexual relationship among minors. Due to fact that everyone will struggle to protect their human rights, it is imperative to carefully consider regulations that will cause no one to suffer. Many LGBTQ person may be impacted by law they pass, but prejudice against the people should be eradicated worldwide. The government frames this law as protecting traditional value and preventing the promotion of homosexuality. among minors. Since many of them are minors, the Russian government explains the regulation as a means of avoiding the spread of traditional values and homosexuality among the young people. This violation have resulted in discrimination and harassment against LGBTQ+ individual and stifling of LGBTQ+ advocacy. Many of people in Russia have one under criticism for being victimized by harassment and discrimination because of their sexual orientation, and many of them are minor. Addressing the violation, international organizations and advocates continue to pressure Russia to repeal this law, improve LGBTQ+ rights, but progress has been limited. The LGBTQ community is entitled to certain rights, and the government should respect those rights by allowing LGBTQ individuals to live their lives in freedom without fear in punishment.